What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Chemical Guys Detail Garage Detail Show Edition. Today we have a brand new product called the Collapsible Quick Load Carrying Caddy. These things are pretty awesome. They collapse, they hold a ton of stuff, all your chemicals, all your accessories, and everything you need for a detail. Rather than wander around with your two hands trying to carry everything and falling over, you got this bad boy that can hold everything and organize it for you at the same time. So our two contestants today are Nick. Nick, say hello.
Hello, Nick.
Hello, Nick. And Joey.
Hi, guys.
And they have no idea what they're getting into right now, but essentially we have a game show for you. They're going to have 30 seconds each to run through the detail garage and pick up what they think they'll need for their detail. They don't know what cars they're getting yet, but basically whatever they can fit in this caddy is what they can use for their detail. So they have to be smart about it, but also quick. Now, before we get into that, I'm going to give you guys a chance to get extra time on the clock by answering a couple questions here about the caddy. So you can buzz in with your best buzzer sounds. So we're going to go right now. What dimensions does the quick load carrying caddy expand to?
I'm gonna panic buzzard right here.
Panic buzzer?
7.
7 what? 7 what?
I don't know.
Wrong answer. Do you have a guess, Nick?
I'm just gonna say 8 by 11, just because it looks like about the size of a sheet of piece of paper.
Nick is very close. It's actually 11.75 by 8
Hey, I was close.
by 12. We're not gonna give him 10 extra seconds, but we'll give him 5 seconds. So he's got 35 seconds on the board. All right. How many pockets does it have?
Ooh. Buzz. 8.
7.
10.
Well, it depends.
10 pockets. Let's count them right now for everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh my.
Here's another question. How many secure storage straps does it have?
Oh, I got it. 12.
Ooh, he's right, 12. So in the inside, you can see it's got these straps. These hold your tools. These hold your accessories, more bottles. You can do whatever you like with those things. So you get another 10 seconds on the clock. So Joey's working with 40, Nick's working with 35. And the last question, name 3 different uses you can use to store things in. Just what could you use this for?
You can use it for storing your detailing tools. You can use it to store your mechanic tools. You're a mechanic. If you're a gardener, you can put your gardening stuff in there.
Nice. Any other uses, Nick?
I think he's pretty much nailed it there.
Really? Okay, he nailed it.
Well, I sure hope I know
If you have any other uses, we could.
Cleaning it, you know.
There's one more that I feel like there's probably a bunch of different uses you could come up with this thing. Easter
Easter egg basket.
Oh, Easter egg basket. That's worth 5 points right there.
Flower girl, as Joey mentioned earlier.
Oh, yeah. There you go. All right. So Joey's got 50 seconds on the clock. Nick's got 40 seconds on the clock. And you guys are ready to pick out your detailing supplies. We've got Joey. I've got the Newbie Vision Cam. I don't know what this is going to be called. We've got microphone vision as well. And I'm going to be following Joey around. And he's got 50 seconds on the clock starting now. 3, 2,
1, go.
boom, go. All right, it looks like Joey picked up some VRP. He's got some total interior. He's looking at a little protection and some interior shine here. What else we got? We got a little nonsense invisible super cleaner. Odorless and colorless and very versatile. You can use it for pretty much anything. Butter wet wax, so it looks like he's gonna be doing some sort of shining action and protection, some UV protection. We've got a Swift White, or that's Swift White waterless car wash. Some applicators. Ooh, he looks a little lost. He's running low on seconds. He's got 15 seconds. What else can he get? Throwing a bunch of microfiber towels. Oh, can't have enough towels. Definitely going for that. And he's got 2 seconds left, and time is up.
Damn.
Man,
That
that's
did not even
pretty
feel like
good.
50 seconds.
All right, we've got Nick ready to go. 45 seconds on the clock. And we're starting in 3, 2, go. All right, picked up some Silk Shine Protectant, Inner Clean. He's just going wild, picking up everything streak-free. We've got a little applicator, or that looked like a towel. I don't know what he's picking up. He's picking up everything. Butter wet wax, Got Swift Wipe, waterless car wash. We've got a Speed Wipe, quick detailer. Moving around. He's going towards the microfiber towels. He picked us a handful. Look at this. All of it fits inside this caddy. He doesn't even have to use multiple hands. He hasn't even put any bottles into the straps or the pockets on the sides. There's tons of space left. Look at this. Oh man, he's got some glass clean. Well, that's a wheel cleaner. Oh, it's lightning fast. Look at that. It all fits in the pockets. Oh man. All right. All right, guys, we're here with Joey and the Volkswagen Tiguan. The Tijuana.
Yeah, that's what we nicknamed
That's where we're going after we clean this. So
I hope it looked like it just came.
there's no timer on the clock. It's just as quick as you can do the best detail you can do with what you've got. I'm gonna bounce back and forth between you and Nick and see how you guys are doing, and find out how you're using the products and why you're using the products and where you're using the products. All right, Joey, let's get to it.
Let's do it. So the first product I'm picking up is going to be my Swift Wipe. So like I mentioned to you guys once before, this is great because you can use it as an alternative car wash. So if you don't have access to running water, if you live in an apartment, or maybe you live somewhere where there's a lot of water restrictions, this is a great alternative method to washing your car. I'm going to show you guys how easy it is and why I chose it.
As you can see, Nick is in a very masculine way showing us another usage for these caddies is forearm exercises. I feel like it's very often when Nick and I are on camera together, there's some sort of exercise happening, whether it's push-ups or
A lot of testosterone.
a lot of tea going on over here. There's no way you would be able to carry all that stuff with two hands to your detail. So
And it's more professional than walking around with a bucket. So, it looks a
Absolutely.
little cleaner, and it's also organized, and it's not going to tip over. So,
yeah, which brings up a good point. I don't know if we mentioned, this is great for mobile detail too. You show up at a client's house, if you're mobile, just here's my toolbox. You got all your stuff.
very professional.
Cool. So, are you ready?
I guess so.
Let her have it. Looks like Nick is now attacking the hood of the car. We've got crazy dirt and water spots on the right half of the hood. And on the left, it's looking nice and shiny. So I see you're also using this on glass.
Yeah, so like I mentioned once before, you can use this thing on glass. It works out great. It cleans it. It gives it a nice sparkle. It does have those gloss enhancers, so it does give you that nice clarity. So that's the great thing about this product, is that it's extremely versatile. I use it on the paint. I use it on the glass. Right now, I'm actually going to use it on the wheels now that I finished this side. So I'm going to finish up the wheels, and then we're just going to keep going all the way around and then finish it up. And then we'll be back with you guys for the next step in this detailing process.
All right, Joey, what's on the menu for the next step?
All right, so right here, I am gonna be using the bulk of the products that I picked out today. So to clean this, very short, very easy. Probably the easiest thing you can do all around your car is simply grab some nonsense. Make sure it's in the spray setting. Spray one of your boar's hair brushes. And then you can also spray directly onto the surface for some added cleaning power and some lubrication. And then all you wanna do is gently scrub it. And you guys will see me right here. I'm just gonna start scrubbing the material with the brush and let the brush kind of do the work for me.
You can see the product is foaming up, and that's partially due to the texturized surface, and also using the brush, it enhances the foaminess of the product.
Now I can grab my microfiber towel and gently buff off any of the excess of the cleaner, as well as any contaminants that it may have uplifted. And just to show you guys, that's the grime that we removed from this trim.
Yikes.
I'm gonna grab some VRP, apply a few drops of product onto this applicator here. And then we're gonna go ahead and spread it out onto the surface that we're gonna apply it to. And then we're simply gonna work it in.
And man, does that look good and new and fresh. So let's check in on Nick and see how he's doing. So I see here, Nick, that you opened the door, paying attention to some of these details here on this detail.
That's true. So people can also use Swift Wipe or your favorite car wash or waterless wash in the door jams where you get dust and fingerprints and all kinds of messes. So you can control some overspray by spraying the towel. You can also spray into the lower areas. And a lot of abrasive particles from the ground, such as dirt, tend to collect in this area. So you want to just gently wipe it away so that you can get the entire vehicle looking its best. You know, the overall details is what's most important. And this also helps to prevent the buildup of dirt and stuff on the door jams and the seals, causing that nasty look.
Helps you get out of a jam. Nick is now putting some butter wet wax on these water spots. I didn't know you could do that, Nick.
Usually you can't, but sometimes you'll get lucky with the lighter water spots or more recent water spots. The natural cleaning oils of butter wet wax take off surface contaminants such as overspray, water spots, or embedded stuff like fallout just by gently scrubbing it back and forth. And at the same time, it's going to leave behind a fine layer of carnauba, so it's going to add shine and protection. You don't want to put a whole lot of elbow grease in there because you're still rubbing the paint, which could scratch it. But by using the oils of butter wet wax, it acts as a lubricant, and it's also gently cleaning the surface. But just let the product do the work. You don't want to put a whole lot of elbow grease on there because you could still scratch the paint. We'll just take a cleaner side and wipe away the excess. And there you go. So, like I mentioned, we're going to move on to applying a dressing, and I chose to go with Silk Shine, which is a water-based dressing that's safe for your interior and exterior vinyl, rubber, and plastic. You can use it to revive the seals around your door, also around your hood, all kinds of plastics, even in the engine bay.
You guys can see the full difference here. The after on this side here, and the before, still chalky, faded, just not looking great at all. It's a huge difference between the two by just applying some Silk Shine protectant.
All right, so now that I've pretty much cleaned the entire vehicle with some Swift Wipe, Swift Wipe does contain sealant. However, we want to have that extra bold shine and extra layer protection, and that's why I grabbed butter wet wax. Right now, I'm actually going to go ahead and top off a coat on the paint with some butter wet wax. Super easy application. Simply grab some, apply a few drops onto a microfiber applicator, which I already grabbed, and then you're simply just going to go ahead and apply a nice fine coat onto the area that you're applying it to. We have all of our towels that...
So many towels.
We have all of our towels that we're going to make amazing use of. This is already pretty much hazed up, so I'm just going to grab my microfiber towel and gently buff it off and unveil that amazing, nice, warm glow carnauba shine. And then the last but not least, we're going to top off the tires with some VRP. Now, I did mention about the VRP on the plastic trim. Now we're also going to apply it to the tires as well. Just give them a nice little pop and coat of protection as well.
We've already cleaned off the windows using Swift Wipe, but there's still some kind of residue left behind, and also there's some little pollen spots. We're going to use a streak-free, which is safe for the interior and exterior side of the glass. It's also tint safe, so you guys can use it on virtually any kind of glass. Simply spray it on and wipe it off, and to help us do that, we're going to be using a waffle weave towel, which attracts a lot of the droplets and messes without leaving any kind of streaks.
Said it before, I'll say it again. I love waffles in all shapes, forms, sizes, and colors.
Just a couple sprays,
including
no
this.
need to overdo it. Just a couple sprays is good. We'll fold this over, and we're just going to wipe it away. Normally for window cleaning, we'll use 2 towels, but since I forgot to grab another one, maybe we'll just use a workhorse to alternate. But for windows, especially your windshield, to ensure that we've got a streak-free finish, we work in opposite directions, meaning that we'll do a horizontal or a vertical for one side and the opposite for the inside. This way you can tell where the streaks are and get the best finish overall. All right, so now we're going to clean the inside of the glass. And since this towel is still fairly dry, we're going to still use this. And to control the overspray inside of the vehicle, we're just going to spray the towel. But to get the inside of the glass, we're going to sit in the passenger seat. This way we're not fighting the steering wheel or the center console. And I'm sure you can already see that a lot of the haze on the inside of the glass and also any kind of fingerprints comes off very easily. And now you and I are going to get really close because I'm going to have to lean over on you.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see there's little smudges of junk and just messes. And by flipping your hand upside down, you can get all the way to the bottom of the glass, that little wedge there, for perfect clarity. The final step of any detail is going to be using your favorite quick detail spray. This removes any light dust you may have accumulated while working inside of a garage such as we are, or missed areas, fingerprints, just like we had applied the butter wax. We want to make sure that we don't leave any of that on the surface, so just by using the speed wipe, spray directly onto the paintwork, your glass, your chrome, just like we did with Swift Wipe. We're going to start wiping it away. And this is our final step just to ensure there's no more haze or streaks or any kind of left product.
And while Nick finishes up using speed wipe around the body of this vehicle, let's check in one last time with Joey and see his final transformation so you guys can start voting. And we're back, guys, and we are finished with the Volkswagen Tiguan, and it is looking shiny. Joey, you did a great job with what you got. So it was probably a lot easier to do this entire detail with the Caddy, having everything that you needed right there versus like trying to carry all this stuff.
I mean, we have this entire detail garage. One of the things that drives me nuts is having to walk all over the place to find everything that I need for a car. Sure, everything's organized, but there are some things that are here, some over there, and why not just make it easy on yourself and have it all right here, right in front of you.
So if you guys liked Joey's work on this car, hit that like button right now. We're gonna go over to Nick and see how he did. So take a look at Nick's detail. Looking pretty good. I don't know which one's better though. This is up to you guys. You gotta go in the comments and vote below. Check out Joey's finished vehicle. Check out Nick's finished vehicle. Who did a better job with what they had under the time constraints? I don't know that they would have been able to do such a good job and such a quick job without the quick load carrying Caddy. So if you guys want to pick yours up today, it is available on our website, chemicalguys.com, or stop by your local detail garage. As always, this is Jason
And Nick.
And Joey.
signing off. Chemical Guys Detail Garage. See you next time.